The Whole Truth by Cara Hunter, published by Penguin, and this is a police procedural come thriller that is set in Oxford, and it is number 5 in the D.I. Adam Fawley series, and that's a great series if you're looking for something new to pick up and get stuck into. The Whole Truth can also be read as a standalone. The novel opens more or less at Edith Lancelieve College. What a great name that is. It's a college that is set slightly outside Oxford, so far away from the hallowed halls of traditional colleges. And Caleb, who is a strapping, good 6-foot young man, is saying that his older tutor, who is a woman, has sexually assaulted him. So the police arrive, and you can almost feel there, almost at the beginning of the book, that tension between gown and town that can be very common in Oxford and in Cambridge. The details of what happened between Caleb and Marina Fisher get slightly sidelined as a new case comes piling into the police station, and this is the murder of a young woman, relatively young woman, called Emma. Emma happens to have been a friend of Alex, D.I. Fawley's wife, and there is some history there for this couple, so Alex and Adam, because way back when, end of the 20th century, there was a case whereby there was a man who seemed to be a serial rapist and attacker of women, and they got caught up in that, and he threatened to never really leave them in peace. So he is now out of prison. So there is a feeling that something may be burgeoning with him that worries both of them, and this case certainly takes its twists and turns. And then we go back to Caleb and Marina, and that too, kind of trails along at the side, and it's really, you swing from one to the other, but it's great police procedural storytelling. The author feeds in podcasts and WhatsApp group conversations, really just to sort of fill in a bit of the backstory. And yes, maybe it feels like a device, but actually it adds to the gripping nature of the storytelling. And it's a very good story because it flips between the two main storylines. Adam Fawley is investigating. There are shenanigans going on in the police station, and the whole thing is set in a really, really hot period of one summer in 2018, and the stickiness and the cloying nature of Oxford in the bubbling heat really adds a good sense of atmosphere to the story. I listened to this as an audiobook, and at the beginning it lays out the characters and a little bit about their relationships, and sometimes that makes me feel quite stressed, but it actually doesn't matter because actually the characters have very well defined personalities and the relationships soon become clear, so don't in any way let that put you off. At the end, the author talks about having written this book in lockdown. I read it I listened to it as an audiobook in lockdown, and I found, it really was a good accompaniment to my walks, as I listened to the twists and turns and the red herrings and, the investigative processes. I found I kind of learnt a lot, and when I came to the end, I thought, yeah, this feels like a really rounded story. So The Whole Truth by Cara Hunter is certainly one to pick up, and then you can go back and read the other 4, which I think would be worthwhile.